Bali is a very special word which comes from Sanskrit, where wali means offering or tribute. Every day in Bali, its inhabitants make thousands and thousands of offerings to the gods, giving thanks for the island and for everything they have, which transforms it into the final offering dedicated to the gods. Bali is the only island in Indonesia that remains Hindu and animist. Balinese Hinduism is closely related to nature. Its religion is as complex as the rituals that accompany it. The supreme god, according to Balinese Hinduism, is called Sanghang Wasa, the divine order, or Asintya in Sanskrit, the unimaginable, the inconceivable. Dua Brahma is the god of all knowledge, often painted red in Balinese temples. Dua Vishnu is the merciful protector of life. The Balinese believe above all in the spirits that live in the trees. A, the waterfalls, in the rivers, in the jungle. And the energy of nature. Bali has a population of over 4 million people. Traffic there is intense and seemingly chaotic. The sacred sanctuary of the Padang Tigo monkey forest is a nature reserve located in a complex of Hindu temples in the heart of Ubud. The forest surrounding the sanctuary is a sacred place. Which harmoniously demonstrates the coexistence between human beings and nature. Its sanctuary is based on the Hindu concept of Trihitakarana, 3 ways to achieve spiritual and physical well-being. The Balinese, in addition to their gods, believe greatly in spirits. In the spirits that live in the trees, in the rivers, in the water, in the jungle. They believe in the energy of nature. Dewi Danu is the goddess of water. The Jatiluwe Rice Terraces, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. They are located on the southern slopes of the Batukaru mountain range in Tabanan, west of Bali. They occupy an area of more than 600 hectares, making them the largest in Bali. The planting basin is prepared by flooding, plowing, and leveling the field. Seedlings are transplanted by hand into flooded fields. The most popular Indonesian dish is nasi goreng, fried rice with vegetables, chicken, sweet soy sauce, and fried egg. It is the daily bread in the Balinese diet. Rice is harvested by women who cut the stems with a small knife hidden in the palm of their hand. The consistently warm and humid climate allows rice to be planted and harvested in Bali all year round. There, they harvest 3 types of rice: red rice, black rice, and white rice. In mountainous areas, rice plantations are often terraced to keep the paddies flooded at different elevations. Successful rice production depends on adequate irrigation, soil quality, and the construction of dams and water wheels. The planting basin is prepared by flooding, plowing, and leveling the field. Seedlings are transplanted by hand into flooded fields. As the plants mature, the fields are alternately flooded and drained at specific stages to maximize growth. Despite being a Hindu island, Bali also has some Buddhist temples, the most important of which is the Brahmavihara Arama Temple. It is located on a hill in Lovina, in the north of the island. It was built in 1970, and it maintains the Balinese style of Hindu temples. Tirtha Empul Temple contains a bathing structure, or Pitirtan, famous for its sacred spring water, where Balinese Hindu come for ritual purification. all Balinese do something beautiful because it is the idyllic way to recognize their gods and spirits. In Bali, art is not art. For them, it is an offering. The way to connect and recognize the other inhabitants of this world. Gods and spirits. Balinese Hinduism is an amalgamation of Indian religions and animistic customs, which integrates many of the fundamental beliefs of Hinduism with arts and rituals. Temples are the heart of religious life. They serve as places of worship, rituals, and ceremonies, and also as community centers where festivals and cultural events are held. Their Hinduism worships one god above all others. That god is called Sangjan Hwidi, a god that sums up all Hinduist animist deities, spirits, and beliefs. Their god can manifest himself in infinite ways. Everything is done with care. Every construction with beauty. Every action with grace. And all that grace, beauty and care, is dedicated to the gods. Their architecture is loaded with symbolism, including monumental gateways, candi bentar, altars, and shrines representing different deities and spirits. Decorations include detailed carvings and symbolic ornaments. Mulukat is the ritual with which the friends must purify themselves in the sacred spring of the town to eliminate the impurities of the sins committed before uniting their souls in marriage. The ritual begins with prayers offered to the Hindu gods to ask for permission and blessings before beginning the purification. A priest, or Pamanku, leads the prayers, offering incense and small offerings, such as flowers and fruit, to invoke the gods and guardian spirits. The wedding takes place in the Sangha, or family temple, where offerings are made to the gods and ancestors. Priests lead a series of rituals that include prayers and the giving of offerings to bless the couple. Temples are built on mountains, on the shores of lakes and caves that have particular spiritual significance. This reinforces the Balinese connection with nature and their belief in harmony between man and the natural environment. Religion in Bali has a unique peculiarity in the world. It is a mix of Hinduism, animism, and ancient traditions. They have a very strict structure of rituals and festivals that they must follow. For example, they dedicate part of their working hours and salary to daily offerings. Bali is a treasure trove of expertly crafted crafts, where tradition and creativity come together to create unique works of art. It has deep roots that go back centuries. It plays an essential role in the daily life of the Balinese. From hand-carved wooden carvings to intricate pieces of silver jewelry, traditional weavings and detailed paintings. Each piece is carefully created with attention to detail and unmatched passion. The water spirits reside in the waterfalls. Sources of contemplation and wonder. Crystalline blood, which mixes with rainbows. With the roar and rustle of silent vegetation. They caress and wound the earth defeated by their strength. Arteries of the centuries and of past and future generations. Wet soul that carves the heart of rocks. Traveler, go to Bali and breathe through the pores of your soul, the spirituality that its nature exudes.